everybody, Bob back with my playthrough of Final Fantasy V, the Four Job Fiesta. When we last left off, we had just gotten the adamantite from the Tycoon Meteor. And we're going to stop in at Tycoon Castle real quick because we get a little cutscene here. If you enter after you find the airship. Because remember, Faris basically realized that, you know, she is actually Princess Sarissa. So we get to have a little cutscene here. I'm coming back here because apparently these two chests, these are two that Lone Wolf will actually steal from. So as you can see, they've been refilled. Well, not refilled, but they've been closed. Normally, when you open a chest, it stays closed for the rest of the game. Or it stays open for the rest of the game. But those ones they reopened or reclosed. Yeah, I'm all confused today. So we'll protect this castle while the princess is away. And she asks if we're staying, and we say yes. And like I said, then we'll get this little scene. We'll also get a little bit of background on Princess Sarissa. This brings back some memories for her. Lenna, are you awake? Yes. When I was little, the shock from falling into the sea made me forget. Sister, seeing this room now, I remember. And we'll get the flashback here. There's that lady who's the tutor. Let's see. Cure 2, Cure 3. We got up to Cure 2. We won't be able to ever cast Cure 3. Yeah, that's the limitations of the Red Mage. Good, that's all for today. Phew, I'm tired. Your mother's asked you to put Lenna to bed. Please go do that while I'm grading your test. Yes, ma'am. And come right back. Aww. So she's gonna go put her sister to bed. I'm lucky I don't have to put my brother Bob to bed. Sometimes I use my brother Bob as a pillow, though. I'll lay on top of him because he's soft and squishy. Lenna, I'm finally getting the ride to hear you tomorrow with Father. Cuckoo, Father said that it's a wonderful feeling to fly high in the sky. He says that from up there, people on the ground look like they had float cast on them. I don't think you mean float. Oh wait, it was something else. Maybe Toad, Eggs, and maybe it was Minnie. I'm thinking Minnie. She sure is taking a while. Well, let's see why she's taking so long. Pan back over. She pushed her bed next to her sister's and made like a bigger bed. I guess that's a king, two twins together? I don't know. Sister, what, Lenna? Let's not tell the Chancellor about you for now. If he found out, we'd be kept here for too long. You're right. Eventually the Chancellor will find out, but once again, much later in the game. And we have to use our power to search for Father. There isn't time to waste. And we're going to be able to search for their father once we're able to get up into the floating city. And we ain't able to get up to the floating city until Cid uses that adamantite that we found. So we have to head back to it's called the catapult. That's that location. And that guy said something that'll come into play in the game much, much later. He said that 1,000 years ago, basically, the legend was that the sky above the castle split open. I wonder what that could mean. Well, you know, there's the truth in all the rumors usually in these games. Unless it's like Castlevania 2, because they purposely, like, led you astray in that game. Alright, we're gonna give our Red Mages Thunder Rods, because there's going to be cannons, different types of cannons, and they're all going to be weak to lightning, like most machines in Final Fantasy. So we're going to head back here. We'll get a free rest. And then we have a big kind of gauntlet of enemies to fight. Now the enemies that you fight might be a little bit different because it's kind of random. Well, not the enemies you fight, but the amount that you fight, so. We got the adamantium. We'll start right away. Angels, you guys could rest in the bedroom. Not that we need a heal up because we already just got one. We just rested at Tycoon Castle. Cid and Mid are working so fast, they're multiplying. Back to the bedroom. Ooh. I just had a dream that the airship was already finished. Perfect timing. We're done. Wow, you guys are fast. Yeah, they multiplied. Lift off, then press the A button and choose to go up. So when we go outside and fly, you can press the A button. You can go up or down. If you go down, you land in the water and or on the land. If you land in the water, you can float around and try to get some more encounters in the sea. We're gonna try to do that a little bit later on. But first we gotta go to the flying city, and Mid and Cid are basically telling us that there's defensive systems there, a bunch of cannons. So there's two types of cannons. There are flamethrowers and rocket launchers. The rockets are a little harder because they have they both have blue magic spells. The flames have a thing called emission, which is a fire-based spell. The rockets have a blue mage spell called missile, and that basically cuts your hit points in half, and it confuses you. So it's actually a little bit tougher because it can confuse your party members, and then they'll be fighting you. So here we have 4 groups of 2. So I get 6 flame guns and 2 rocket cannons. Another time I got 4 flame guns and 4 rockets. So it all depends, but they'll always appear like in like double groups. So you're never gonna get like a flame gun and a rocket together. You'll get 2 flame guns, 2 rockets. Like I said, it's just random which one they are. So pretty much a regular bolt 2, and then a split bolt 2, and then a hit by angels will take out a cannon. And depending on how much damage you did, you might be able to finish them off with another bolt 2 and an attack. They don't have too many hit points there, so if not, well, angels is coming through with that cool sword. And then we just have to just go in front. And as soon as you step in front of these little cannons, there's 2 on the right, 2 on the left. They, you get into the automatic fight with them, so. But only like when you're right in front of them. Like you can back up a space and heal yourself out of battle. So. But you have to do that for this one here. Let's take out one of the cannons. There we go. Done. There's our airship way in the background there. I was like, paused, we parked it and hopped on. I'm getting the Star Wars vibes here with the X-Wings flying and taking out the cannons, surface defense towers. But they're so small, they're running on turbo lasers. That's where I get the title from, So the Gold Leader was like, what are snub fighters going to do against that? Against the Death Star. So here's the tougher ones. Here they have that rocket punch. As you can see, it cuts our hit points in half, and it confuses our characters. So that's not good, and it's so bad that I don't want Faris and Angels to potentially defeat either of my red mages. So I'm actually just going to break the rods. So that'll so I'll just break the rods, and then that'll help take them down a little bit easier. Yeah, that confusion is a bad thing. So the rod, when it's broken, it basically casts a level 3 elemental spell. So there you go. It's a lot more powerful than the regular one, but yeah, we can always buy more rods. So breaking rods, though, is kind of like a cheap way to beat things. So I'm going to try to avoid breaking rods when I can. Otherwise, if you just want, you just spend a whole bunch of money and just break rods. And that's how like some of the low-level playthroughs beat these things. So or the cheap ninja scrolls you can throw. The lightning scrolls. You can get them real cheap at Lux. Remember Angel's hometown. So yeah, if you're using ninjas, just go to Lux and buy a whole bunch of ninja the ninja lightning scrolls, and they can make quick work of these cannons. Although these are just like, this is the whatchamacallit, the weaker cannons. We got a big boss cannon coming up. It's kind of like the Death Star's main gun. But it can't destroy the planet. It can deal a lot of damage to us. If you were able to afford the Angel's Rings, they were pretty good for the next battle. Because I guess the major cannon, it's going to be like a not like a three-part boss, but there's 3 parts of the boss. It's not going to be 3 different stages. It's 2 stages. But one of the stages, it shoots these missiles that causes the old status on you, and what the old status does is it lowers your stats, and then gradually it lowers them by a certain percentage, and then over time it lowers them even more. It's huge. This looks like trouble. So now if you want, you can just back up. At any time you can back up and leave just by pressing back, and you'll go back to the overworld. So you can go back, make a save, but this boss isn't too difficult. So I do play it a little dangerously though. So you have the soul cannon, and then you have 2 launchers. Now the launchers, they say have like 10,500 hit points, but they don't necessarily have that much. After a certain amount of hits, they just decide to explode. So those are things in the back. They launch the missiles that age you. So you just want to multi-target everything, and eventually those launchers will explode. It stinks that Angel's got hit, because now he's like doing half damage. And he would be a good damage dealer, you know, without wasting MP. We could save our MP. The main thing this cannon's gonna do is once it has all these messages, after about like 5 turns I think it is, what it ends up doing is it ends up shooting the surge beam. And what surge beam does is it takes off half of your max hit points. Not current, but your permanent max hit points. So like Angel's has like 600 hit points, so it'll do like 300 and some to him. Lenna and Galuf have like 400 and some, and it'll do like 200 and some to them. And it also casts the sap spell on you, so that slowly lowers your hit points. So over basically 2 hits with that, and you're done unless you heal in between. Now, unfortunately, I go a little. My thing is a little slow. The Vitality Song, because that would have basically just healed us up. But unfortunately, it's going really slow. It's not healing us all that often. So I'm gonna have to unfortunately resort eventually to using like a cure spell. I had to use a cure earlier on Angels, and I'm gonna have to use a high potion on him too, because he needs at least 350 hit points I think to survive. I'm gonna take up 246. So yeah, and you'll see that their hit points will all keep decreasing. So yeah, you have to heal in between. Unfortunately, the sap status is preventing. It's going too fast, and our Vitality Song isn't keeping up with it. So we're gonna have to waste some things to ethers to heal up our characters. I guess I could have, if I wanted to, maybe equipped Galuf with the healing staff, and then have him just hit people and heal them that way. But I played a little dangerously and just figured, you know, I'll just go with the Cure 2s. I'll take a 1 round to have everyone Cure 2, and that'll take care of it. Like I said, it's just mainly a race. Like I said, you get about 5 turns between when each of the surges. So as long as you have a little bit more than half of your health, you'll be okay with the surge beam. So you want a little bit more, because if you're right at half health, the Soju, like I said, is going to hit you, and you're going to lose a little bit from the sap status. So you just want to play it a little safe and have maybe like 70% of your health when you get hit with the beam. And it should only hit about 2 Soju beams on you. By that point, you should be fast enough that, you know, if you're hitting it with like boosted elemental spells like I am here, you should be able to finish it off before it gets its third Surge Beam out. So, yeah, see how his stats are still going down. They like the sap, it keeps going down every so often. So he was doing like 600 at the beginning of the battle, then he went to like 400. Now he's doing like 370 something. So, yeah, we get a high potion back. And more importantly, we got access into the room. So all you have to do is fly into that hole. Yep, is that hole the entrance? It looks like it. Let's go. But we're not gonna go. We're going to make a feet and retreat. And we're gonna head bawe don't want to hit the up button. We're going to hit the down button. And we'll get every time you enter here, you know, it doesn't matter where you are on the world, you press the up button. So we can fly all over, like, say, Tycoon Castle, and still press the up button, and we'll still end up right in front of that Moon City. But this is a good place to be right now, because we get a free rest right here at the inn. Or the bed, so that's what we'll be doing. We also have a save point here. So I'm just going to make my save right here, and then I will heal up in the next episode, and then I'll be ready to take on the Flying Fortress. Take care, have a good one, see you then. Bye!